What is up, what's going on guys, Simpzy here, and today for you, I have another episode of my FIFA 14 Manchester United Xbox One career mode. So in today's episode we have one match, and that match is the Capital One Cup final against Newcastle United. And there's only one match this episode is the final, but the last half of this episode will consist of a national team which I did sign for, and I make the squad basically and set it up for the season. So I wonder if you guys just think what national team I could have signed for. Have a think. So guys, I did do a bit of a rotations. I swapped out Van Persie for Hernandez because they're not really too fit at the moment. They're very low on energy, so I thought about giving a little bit of rotation because it's only, will be realistically, we are a better team than Newcastle United, and we do have the advantage. So Hernandez running down the wing finds Januzaj and nearly gets onto a head. I also brought on Januzaj as well to play. Tiotti finds Gutierrez. I think that's his name, Gutierrez. But it was Remy who ended up scoring the first goal just after half time, and that's 1-0 against United. I wasn't liking this, so basically, I put everything on full force. I later on bring on Van Persie and Hernandez. But before that, Javier Hernandez runs through on goal and brings it to 1-1. Absolutely blasting past the Newcastle United defence. And then blasting the ball past Krul himself. Going to show you a nice replay there. Look how fucking awesome he is. And he's not even on the first team sheet. He is so awesome. Hernandez. Chicharito. You beauty. It's like he can come off of the bench and score, and if someone's injured who's got a little bit of low energy, he's good enough to be on the first team. He's awesome. We got the young Serbian here. Gets it to Wayne Rooney, and that's like a nice turn. Slots it straight into the back of the net and sets Wayne Rooney through on goal to make it 2-1. So we came back from losing 1-0 to winning 2-1 right in the 90. Wayne Rooney there making another awesome goal for the season. It'll be interesting to see how many scored this season, and who will get player of the season. Boom. I thought Marco Reus would get man in the before, like at the very first episode. I did say that I thought Marco Reus will make player of the season for me personally, but we will just have to see whether or not the game thinks that, because for me it's definitely been Marco Reus. And put in the comment section down below who do you guys reckon the player of the season is? Because we're still not quite at the end of this season, but it's coming around the corner. But I'm going to play 2 seasons with Manchester United, if you guys are well aware of, and I can't wait to bring out more episodes for you guys. So we ended up winning the match, showing the celebrations here, and it's another cup win for us. I did bring on Van Persie, and funnily enough, I did make Van Persie my captain because, to be honest, he hadn't captain assigned, and Wayne Rooney has. And this is probably his last season with United, because I would like to sell him possibly at the start of next season or in January, because he's kind of old. But yeah. Oh wait, no. Sorry, it was a mistake. Sorry, Wayne Rooney got the captainship. Oh, that's kind of awkward. Maybe yeah, that could be a spoiler, if you know what I mean. Anyway, guys, Wayne Rooney has lifted the cup. And there's the full squad there going ballistic. Awesome. And Begovic. Imagine that. He came to the squad for 4.6 million. I can't stop talking about Begovic. He left Stoke City and became a champion. That's awesome. Awesome stuff. And I really do love in the new the Xbox One, the new generation of consoles, the cinematics like that, where they stand on that little podium thing, and they jump up and down and shake the trophy, where it's awesome. Mario Götze also got his first cut, and I nearly said Gomez fucking again. I know you guys have been giving me some shit about that, but we ended up beating Newcastle, which I'm happy about. I really wanted that header from Januzaj to go, and it was really well done. But Wayne Rooney ended up getting man of the match, scoring 1 goal. And that's how it ended. Now, this is the Capital One Cup table. We ended up winning 4-2 over Chelsea, 1-0 over Arsenal, and 2-0 over West Brom. Now, there's all the other stuff. Looking on the left-hand side, I would say, wow, Bolton won over Liverpool 1-0. The left-hand side was much easier set of fixtures than the right. because obviously Chelsea, Manchester City, Arsenal, Manchester United on the far right. But we do have some simulation matches before I end up signing for my international team and making some changes. We end up winning 1-0 over West Brom, Royce picking up on the score sheet. We had a match against Aston Villa. We end up winning 3-0, Royce scoring 2 goals, and Robin Van Persie coming back into the squad after his away time he had because he was low on energy. And we had a match against CSKA of Moscow. We ended up winning 2-0. So we have a couple of international offers from Finland, Turkey, and Spain. You guessed it, if you got it right. I ended up signing for Spain on the international team. So we have a lot of good players being with Spain. And also I love signing with the international teams because you get to see the potentials of all the Spanish young players. So you kind of get an insight of who to sign as well. And funnily enough, guys, Diego Costa. Now, I do know for a fact that in real life he was born in Brazil, but he did play, I don't know if he played any matches for Brazil, but he decided to play for decided to play for Spain. So that's that. So we get to play with Diego Costa, which is good. And it actually makes his nationality Spanish. I guess they had to do that in the game because of coding reasons, but it probably should be still Brazil. He just decides to play for Spain because it's very the same with Pepe. If you guys don't know, Pepe, the Portuguese player who plays for Real Madrid, he's actually born in Brazil, and he lived in Brazil most of his life. But when he was younger, they didn't pick him up in the international team as a young player. So he's like, you know what, fuck them. I'm going to play for Portugal instead, and ended up getting citizenship. So it's kind of interesting to see. Because in real life, you can play for whatever national team you were born in, what country you're born in, what your parents are born in, or your grandparents. Because, funnily enough, for me, my grandfather is Austrian, so I could play for Austria in the World Cup instead of Australia if I wanted to. So, yeah, I find that very interesting. So, guys, thank you very much for watching. This has been Simpzy, my friends. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.